Okay. Apparently, I am live now. Okay. It's kind of nerve-wracking. I don't go live often. Okay. Let me just move this back just a little. Get this stuff together. Okay. Welcome to Johari's Lair. I'm your host, and I wanted to do an introductory today. I wanted you guys to do an introductory post as well. And I want you guys to tell us where you're from. However much voluntary information you'd like to give, I'm going to leave that for you to decide because it's all on you. It's all on what you feel most comfortable doing. Hey, Sierra. Basically, I want you guys to include, if you want to include your relationship orientation, you can. What is this? Okay. This is new to me. I do not go live. But if you want to include your relationship orientation, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. However much information you'd like to give, I'd like you guys to give whatever you feel comfortable doing. Aside from that, I would like you guys to tell us about 3 things that you enjoy doing. 3 things that make you really happy. For me, I enjoy like sketching sometimes. It's probably going to lead me into painting at some point in time soon because I really love colors, and I used to paint a lot when I was younger. I used to draw a lot when I was younger. So I'm probably going to get back into that very soon. Aside from that, let's see, there's drawing, there's painting. I do love to sing. I like to do it leisurely for fun. So that's something else I enjoy doing. And then my favorite, of course, magic. So those are 3 like things that I do outside of like family and hey sis, how you doing? Outside of family and outside of like any normal things that I do, whether it's running errands or handling business. I enjoy doing those 3 things. They make me happy. They make me feel, complete for the most part. So I want you guys to write an introductory post stating, some of the things that you enjoy doing as well. We all want to hear it. I think this will break the ice. Everyone that's in the group knows me personally, but now we've got to open up and get to know each other as well. Oh, yes. And also, I'd like people to include in their introductions, basically, what do you think that you can bring to this group? What can you teach us? What can you offer to elevate us in this group? And in return, what do you want to learn? What do you desire to gain from this group? So those are a couple of things that I want everyone to think about as they are focusing on writing their introductions. So, and also this particular group is linked to my page on Facebook, Johari's Lair, Johari's Lair of Spaded Ace, and it's linked to that page, which is also linked to my online store, Johari's Lair, and it on my page, it basically, like, I do a lot of posting, but it also advertises a lot of the things that I have going on in my online store, whether it be spell work, whether it be different products and services that I have and offer. I have my books on there, different things, a couple of different things. Go check it out when you get some time and take a look at it. And the way that you can access it is johari'sacelair.com, johari'sacelair.com. So go and check it out for yourself, and let me know what you think about it. Okay, so we got that out the way. So that's what I want you guys to focus on as far as the introduction is concerned, as far as introducing yourselves to the rest of the group. Okay, so on top of that, I have some big plans in store for us. Pretty soon on my online store, I'm going to be offering classes, basically discussing magic, the basics, the 101 on magic and how to get started in it. And then we're going to elevate to more advanced levels. The prices will be on my store. So if you feel like you're interested, if you're a person that doesn't practice but wants to, or if you're a person that practices and just wants to get more witchy tips on how to basically secure yourself, secure your home, your family, and bring in that wealth, that abundant wealth energy, then that's the place to go. I'm going to be offering classes and basic tips and tricks on how to elevate in your knowledge and understanding of magic so that you can attract the best results to yourself in your life. Aside from that, I wanted to go over the fact that in this group, like I said, I have some big plans in store for us. So some of the things that I'm thinking about doing, well, not thinking about doing, but that I am going to do and incorporate in this group is on Mondays. That's usually the goddess energy, the divine feminine energy day. It's supported and backed by the moon, which hence why it's called Monday. It was initially Moon Day. And so on that day, I wanted us to share our links, our business links, give us a little bit of information in your post about what it is that you do. And that way we can switch off with our services and we can network with each other. And hopefully, we all have something that we can offer. I know people with many different types of businesses, so I know that this will be very helpful for everyone. So that's on Mondays. On Tuesdays, we're going to take the time to discuss many different methods. There are plethoras of many different ways to have protection for yourself as an individual and for your home. We're going to discuss protection. We're going to discuss court work, If you're a human being, period, you have at some point in time dealt with the court system. You've dealt with the judicial system, and there's many ways to make sure that you come out on top. Okay, so we're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss domination spells. We're going to discuss bindings and banishings. We're going to discuss honey jars. We're going to discuss sweetening spells, because all of those can be done on a Tuesday, which, Tuesdays are ruled by like that Mars like energy. It's a day of communication, which is good for like the workings with court and stuff like that. But it has that Mars energy in the sense where that passion, that aggression, which is perfect for love spells and love bindings and different things of that nature. Wednesday, it's the day of peace, but it's also great for road opening work. So we're going to discuss that. You could either tell about some of your own personal experiences with work that you've done in those particular categories, or you could sit back and ask questions as far as maybe particular situations. And like I said, if there's a personal question for me or for any of the others in the group, this is the time to do it during these different days. On the day that's designated, that's when you would ask specific questions about, that particular day and that particular working. So, as I stated, Wednesdays will be for spells of peace. That's peaceful home. Bring peace to your life personally, or to bring it into your home, to make sure, little things to do, little tips and tricks to do, like wherever you go, whether it's your job, whether it's your car. I think that we can offer that here. We can definitely help with those different tips and tricks. And I've learned quite a lot along the way, and still got more to learn, but I definitely am in the business of at least sharing what I do know thus far, just a little of it, to make sure that people at least have, a little some of what they need as far as being able to secure themselves in their environment. So Thursdays is money day. So on Thursdays, of course, we'll be discussing money. We'll be discussing money flow. We'll be discussing business. If you're wanting to know like how to boost your business sales, if you're wanting to know how to gain customers, gain customers to your job that you already have, or you're trying to get a job, this is the day that you would definitely want to tune in to make sure to get those types of tips on how to bring that abundant money flow. It's probably one of my favorite days, because anything that has to do with money flow and that money energy, oh man, I could go on for hours about it. So I know what I have to offer where that's concerned, but I want to hear what you guys have to offer too, because you probably could tell me something that I need to know. So we're gonna be discussing that. On Fridays, of course, Fridays has to do with the love energy. And I love Love Day. I don't know about you guys, but I love Love Day. We're going to be dealing with tips and tricks on love, either for self-love or if you're desiring to attract love from a lover, or you're desiring to enhance the love that you have already, like you're in a relationship and you just want to make sure that that love is secure. You want to make sure that it's bound, in the same energy that it's always had, so that it doesn't lose its zest. It doesn't lose its zeal. That's the day to definitely bring all those witchy tips and tricks, or sit back with a notebook and take some notes, ask questions, and find out how to keep that fire burning on those Fridays, on those love days, honey. You want to keep that fire going in that marriage, or that relationship period, or that fire going with the self-love within yourself. You want to keep it spicy, so that you're constantly able to vibrate on a frequency where you're attracting constant money flow, constant love to yourself. And so it's that day is going to deal with all of that. Just stay tuned. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Saturday is all about bindings, banishings. We usually will call our Saturdays Cinderella Saturdays, because that's the day where we clean house. That's the day where I smudge. That's the day where, I may add an extra boost to any protection around my home, my finances, all of that. So we're going to be discussing that. Sunday is a day for love and prosperity flow. So sometimes if I don't get to a client on a Thursday, then I will definitely get to them on a Sunday, because that day can be used for love work or money work. And I love it. I love that Sundays are versatile like that. And, you could also do protective work on a Sunday, protection over yourself, over your home, over your family, different things of that nature. So there we have it. That's what we're going to be covering. And especially on Money Thursdays or Love Fridays, we're going to be doing something very special on those days. A good friend of mine actually made the suggestion, and I posted a video about it on YouTube. And basically, I'm going to use Thursdays and Fridays to really bring that abundant energy, that abundant, attractive energy into play. And what I mean by that is, who doesn't need constant boost of money or love in their life? Those are two of the main frequencies that constantly attract that abundant flow. So if you don't have it in your life, then you got to get some, because that's what you're missing. That's what you're missing. You have to keep it flowing, and you have to keep it constant. So on Thursdays, we will be doing a honey jar for Thursdays as a group. Now, what we'll be doing is I will have a honey jar. And if you desire to select yourself or someone that you know, a loved one, a friend, whatever the case may be, you or someone that you select, there's going to be a drawing. You're going to submit that name for the drawing, whether it is for yourself or someone else that you desire to be put forth into that drawing. There's going to be a $5 fee for every entry. So if you want to do one for yourself, but you want to do one for someone else as well to be in the drawing, then that's $5 each. Or if you just, want to do one for one person, that's just $5. And you would send it to my PayPal, which is Johari's Ace Lair. You should be able to find it easily, and I will probably put it down below, or put it somewhere on the page in a post, or either below in this video. You're going to submit that person's name, whether it's yourself or someone else's. At the end of the day, Thursday, I'm going to announce who was picked in that drawing. So it's I guess you could say it's kind of like a raffle / drawing, but when the names are submitted, I'm going to take those names, I'm going to put them into a small cup, and I'm going to shake it up, and I'm going to draw a name from the names that were given to me. The winner will be announced for that particular Thursday. And I'm thinking we're going to do this probably about maybe once or twice a month. I'll get back with you and let you know. I like to really just wing these things. I like to just let it flow freely. Whichever comes to me, whichever feels, the best, whichever feels, the best at that moment in time, I'll let you guys know. But for now, we're going to start off with that. We're going to start off with at least once or twice a month. One will be selected to go into the honey jar for attraction of money, business, prosperity flow, wealth of abundance, attraction to have jobs, call you, whatever your particular situation is. That person is going into the honey jar, and it will definitely increase their money flow. It will definitely increase their prosperity flow. And I look forward to that, because I personally have done honey jars for myself, where money is concerned, love is concerned, all of that. And I've done honey jars for myself and my family to enhance the love between all of us, and make sure, that it doesn't go anywhere. It stays the same as it always has been. And I desire to give that to others as well. So there's a $5 fee to enter into the drawing, and then you want to submit the name that you want to put into the honey jar, and those names will be gathered and collected. I will be doing a video on live every time I do it, so that you can see me shake it up and see which name I draw from the drawing. The winner will be announced right then and there. And we'll go from there as far as that person being put into the honey jar. Make sure that you include the person's name and date of birth when you submit a name for the honey jar drawing. That's going to be on Thursdays for money. And then it's also going to be on Fridays for love. So, it's just a matter of, which one you feel either you need, or the person that you're doing it for. If you feel like that person needs to, gain more money, more financial stability and security in their lives, then it would be on Thursdays. If you feel like yourself or a person that you are thinking about selecting needs more help in the love department, whether it's with self-love or whether it's with, love from others. Maybe they want to attract a mate. Maybe they want to attract a lover. Maybe they just want a companion that genuinely cares about them, and they just maybe they've been alone for some time, and now they're trying to branch off and they're trying to find that one. Whatever it is, submit yourself or that person's information, and we're going to do the drawing. So, let's see. Yeah, today is Saturday, so we're starting a brand new week. So why don't we start submitting names for the drawing next week? I'm going to come on here again, and it'll probably be earlier in the day on Thursday, and announce that this is the day for money jars, the honey jar for, either Thursday, or for, love jar if it's a Friday. And you guys submit, like I said, your name and birth date, or the person that you're desiring to receive that blessing for instead. And once you submit the name, it's going to go into the jar for, into a cup for the drawing. And then the winner will be announced, and that person will go into a honey jar full of different prosperity herbs and different things like that. They're going to really receive a boost in their finances. So if that's you and you need that, then you might want to submit your name. But if it's someone else that you feel needs an increase in their money flow, their prosperity flow, then submit their name, submit their birth date, and I guarantee you they're going to see some really good results. So that's for Money Thursdays, and that's for Love Fridays. So other than that, if you guys have any questions for me personally, feel free to drop them down below. And definitely, guys, start putting your introductions up. The post should tell what your name is, who you are, where you're from. If you want to include your relationship status or orientation, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It all depends on you. Whatever you feel like you're comfortable, expressing or, giving information wise to the rest of us, that's fine. Just as long as you're comfortable giving that information, that's all that matters. So yeah, so where, who you are, where you're from, 3 things that make you very happy in your life, 3 things that make you happy and you enjoy doing. And so I stated my 3 things. Let's go back to the beginning in this live and you'll see it. Then you also want to include what you feel you could bring to this group. Everybody has something to offer. Everybody has something that they can offer. Whether you believe that or not, you do. Everybody's unique in their own way. Everybody's unique in their own way, and everybody has something to offer. So, on top of that, not only do you want to focus on what you can offer to the group to help others, but you want to also focus on, what do you desire to learn from the group? What do you desire to gain from the group? Whether it's information, whether it's fellowship, because we a whole coven in these parts. And if that's not for you and you just here for the information and the tips and the tricks, that's fine too. But whether y'all know it or not, y'all are my coven. I do consider y'all that, in some way, shape, or form, whether you're a client that I've done work for, or, you're a budding witch yourself. Either way, I consider us one. So, I want you to write down below what it is that you feel that you desire to gain from this group so that we can go from there. And yeah, so that's basically it. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. You know what to do. Drop them down below. If you have any comments, drop them down. But also, I want you guys to be working on those introductions. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, and I hope to talk with you guys soon. Okay, peace and blessed be.